AFL.com.au on a Tuesday. Hello everyone, Matt Thompson with you. We'll get to the trade news for you in a moment, but first a story out of Brisbane today. We all know how tough skipper Jonathan Brown is. Today he's had a run-in with a car. He got knocked off his push bike at about 6:05 this morning Queensland time, taken to hospital by ambulance, needed 10 stitches and also had some scans on his head, his neck and also around his hips. The good news is though, he is okay, not quite so sure about the car.
I was just out on a training ride with a few blokes and just entered a roundabout and come through the roundabout and unfortunately the car didn't quite see me and just collected me on the way through. So I'm sure she didn't mean it. I know she wouldn't have meant it, but just got hit in the side and elbow smashed into the windscreen, or smashed the windscreen, and I got 10 stitches in my elbow. Fortunately enough, I actually landed pretty much on all fours, so got up straight away and didn't lose consciousness or anything like that. So I'm pretty good. I just feel like I played a game of footy.
Amazing stuff from Brownie. Now, Mark McGugan, AFL.com.au reporter, rode his bike to work today, but he is fine. You got here safely, Mark?
I did, Matt, I did.
Let's talk trade news. We have seen something actually go through today. Some talks between Greater Western Sydney and Port Adelaide. Defender Jack Homsch, a Northern Territory zone selection, Jake Need, go to the Power for pick 29, which goes to GWS. That means that they now have 6 picks in the first 2 rounds of the National Draft.
Yeah, they have, Matty, and they'll be pretty happy about that. And I think Port will be pretty happy with what they've got out of this deal as well. It's emerged today that they've clearly had their eye on Homsch for some time, actually revealing that it was part of the reason that they were happy enough to see Troy Chaplin go to Richmond. Homsch is a good size, he's 194 centimetres. He's a South Australian boy, so he's returning home, and they think he's going to hold down their backline for a long time to come. And the other one is Jake Need. He's from the Northern Territory. He's been boarding at St Pat's College in Ballarat for the last 3 years. Very, very likely type. He does lack a bit of size, but really quick, excellent endurance. He's got all the skills and he's really good with his chasing and tackling in the forward line as well. So he's a pretty good prospect as well.
Well, one Adelaide club and one Sydney club in successful talks, but can't be said for Adelaide and Sydney. The same can't be said. These negotiations, we understand, are continuing for Kurt Tippett behind closed doors, but still, as we report to you right now, no new details have emerged on this front. It does seem, Mark, like we might be waiting all the way up until Friday's 2 p.m. deadline.
Yeah, I think this one looks like it's going to come right down to the wire, Matty. Comments from David Noble, the Crows list manager, last night essentially saying they're hoping to leave it right to the last minute and see if they can prize a little bit extra out of the Swans when the pressure's right on. All
right, just before we go, some news from Essendon today. Great news for Bombers fans because these 2 players are very popular. David Hill and Alwyn Davey signing 1-year contract extensions, Mark.
Yeah, Alwyn Davey probably entered this season at a little bit of a crossroads, needing to prove himself, and he did enough to earn another 1-year contract. He kicked 29 goals this year, played 17 games, so he'll get 2013 to try and prove himself once again and extend his career again. And David Hill, the big ruckman, a little bit of talk that he may have retired, but he's obviously decided to go on for at least 1 more year.
All right, that's the news from the Bombers. Very windy here in Melbourne's Docklands today. You ride safely home on your bike.
I will do, Matty.
Mark McGugan with us. I'm Matt Thompson. This is AFL.com.au, where footy news happens.